and give a brief introduction, 30 seconds, starting with Mahsa.
Hi everyone, my name is Mahsa. First of all, I'd like to wish all the ladies out there happy International Women's Day. I'm Mahsa. I've had 2 years experience as CMS and General Science rep on SAS, and the first year I was in the first year committee. I've worked closely with the academic committee for 2 years, the public relations committee, and currently working on the distillation committee with student development. I plan on focusing on both the first year and also the graduating students as well, because I think that both students coming into UBC and students leaving UBC need the attention. And I also plan on focusing on the general science department and the combined major science department because they are so large and I feel like they're not getting closely individual advising.
Hi everybody, and again, I'd like to wish the men in the crowd a happy International Women's Day because gender inequality affects both races. My name is Aaron Bailey, and I'm running to New York SUS Vice President Internal. I'm a first-year student here at UBC, and I'm in the Science 1 Gateway program. On SUS, I've actually represented Science 1 on the council. I've sat on the academic committee as well as the first-year committee. And beyond that, I've volunteered with the alumni outreach event that SUS has planned. I'm also going to be sitting on the Killian Graduate Teaching Assistant Award Committee, which is a great honor that SUS has bestowed me with. My platform that I'm running upon is based on 3 pillars: science spirit, academic lobbying and responsibility, and breaking barriers, which I'm sure I'll get into throughout the course of this debate.
Hi, I'm William. I'm a second-year science student in the combined major of science. One of the main reasons I want to run for VP Internal is, of course, according to my platform, I want to increase the social atmosphere of UBC Science, that is to make more people aware and get them more involved in the social activities. And I guess my experience would involve volunteering for UBC Gala, volunteering for the UBC Physics Olympics, as well as UBC class. And also some other, beyond that, I've also done some work in UBC residence, working as one of the house presidents. I'm also working on the academic committee for UBC residence, and to reinforce that, I'm going to be a science peer academic coach next year.
So, as you all know, currently the VP Internal in SAS deals with many academic issues alongside our Science Student Center. So my question for you is, could you describe a project or initiative that you would like the academic committee to undertake or implement during your term? Describe a project or initiative that you would like the academic committee to undertake or implement during your term.
So a major initiative that I would like the academic committee to undertake is, of course, to place more emphasis on interactive learning. You see, there was in the newspaper I read about a class that had only a 45% average, but after they got 500 questions, their average went up to 77. Clearly, the full potential of the students was not properly represented in that class until interactive activities was given. So a major initiative would be, of course, to increase the presence of tutorials and increase the presence of interactive activities in class. That is one of the major initiatives, and I feel that given this renewed initiative, then students will do.
Okay, so this question actually falls right underneath my second pillar that deals with academic lobbying. I have 2 steps to approaching improving the skills of academic lobbying and responsibility amongst us and the general science public. The first specifically is education and empowerment of our counselors. The main focus that I want to work on is making sure that counselors understand the administrative infrastructure of UBC and know how to take concerns and problems that their constituents have and make changes with them through these vessels. The second is creating more vessels for academic change through which students at large can voice their opinions. So getting the message from students at large to SUS counselors is definitely an issue, and it's something that I want to work on by making more vessels available for that.
One of the major academic issues that I plan on working with Senate would be creating an opinion blog for various courses where current science students who have taken the course could go online and state their opinion and what they did to help improve their grade or their success in that course. And the blog will be closely monitored so that it's appropriate stuff. Secondly, I also plan on working with the first years. Right now we're working on creating the distillation for first years, and we're putting in a section on how to properly coach first years on to succeed in the courses or classes that they're taking. And I plan on taking that section from the agenda and training counselors to use that section of the distillation to furthermore talk to students and first years so that they can properly be coached on how to further succeed.
So on the topic of first years, what is one change that you would like to make to the FYC, the first year committee, so that you can enhance the experience of first year science students?
One change I want to make to the first year committee is get the word out there. A lot of first years, or when we first come to UBC, I was on the first year committee and I only heard about it because of one of my friends who was running for first year rep. But I want to get the word out there because I don't think a lot of first years know about this committee that is available to all of them to join. It's a great way to get involved. It's not such a huge commitment where they are taking time out of their classes or their work and study. So I just want to get the word out there by maybe advertising it more and letting students know that it's open to all students to join, so that you get a larger committee and letting students know that they are able to join this committee very easily.
Again, this question falls under the third pillar of my platform, so the Breaking Barriers platform. I have two steps as a member of the first year committee. Based on my experience, I'm looking to implement next year. The first is through increasing SUS transparency by actually approaching first year students and engaging them with SUS, going out into first year classes and using students who have sat on first year committees in the past as promotional tools to get students involved. The second is by creating internal volunteer and leadership positions within first year committee. Right now, we have moderators who are in upper years, but we don't usually have leadership positions within first year committee. I'm looking to kind of create it to have more of a structure of council in which we'll elect within the committee positions where first year students can be.
Right. So the one main change that I would like to make to the first year committee is, of course, to get the word out, to increase awareness. You see that there are not enough first year students who are aware of this community. So my plan is to implement basically mass advertising on Facebook, Twitter, basically social media in general, as well as an increase in in-class presentations. This actually falls under my pillar as well, as one of my plans to speaking is, of course, to make students more aware of what the wonderful opportunities the SUS has to offer. You see, first year students have a lot of potential. They're more than just a first year student. They are real students with real potential, and we need them now.
So this is the last formal question for you. What are some initiatives that you'd like to implement to increase voter turnout during elections? We'll limit this to 45 seconds each, starting with William.
As I've stated in my previous question, that there has been a major issue of awareness of the SUS. So as a consequence, there appears to be a high number of voter apathy because there's a limited number of voters in SUS elections. So the major initiative I would like to take is, of course, to put SUS on the social media, to give presentations in class, and obviously to get people who are involved in the SUS to talk to their friends about it, to get more people involved and aware of the SUS. That is how you get people out to vote on the elections. That's how you get people to run in the elections. Because remember, there are hundreds of students out there that maybe want to get involved, but they don't have the opportunity simply because they don't know what's going on. So we need to do it now.
Okay, once again, this actually falls under my first and my third pillar, so this is pretty well from my platform. My first pillar is science spirit. I believe that making science students proud to be a part of this faculty is really the best way to generate voter turnout. If people are proud of the faculty that they're studying under, they're willing to be engaged and participate in the democratic process, which is electing an undergraduate society and executives. So under science spirit, I'm looking to improve marketing of SUS through different merchandise and things like that. Again, under my Breaking Barriers platform, I'm looking to bring students in, specifically first years, through these internal volunteer positions that I want to include. By involving students in SUS, they're going to spread the word out of my community.
What I plan to do for getting a higher voter turnout would be, aside from Facebook, Twitter, and social media, would would be actually during moderator training and orientation at the end of August and the beginning of September, make moderators aware that there will be elections happening at the end of September, beginning of October, so that not only they are informed, but rather their buddies that first years are informed, because I think it's really important to make first years aware of elections, because that tends to carry on every year, and as they go to the second year, third year, and fourth year, they'll remember that they did vote in the first year and how important it was, and it'll carry on through their academic year. Furthermore, if it means that I have to stand outside with a megaphone, I'll do it to get people to come turn out. I'm pretty good at that.
Okay, so we're just going to wrap this up. So just tell them a bit about yourself and describe your platform, as well as answer why you're passionate about this role.
So once again, my name is Mahsa, and the reason that I'm very passionate about VPI is that I would love to work with first years and get them involved. I want to really create and enforce the course blog opinion to get students aware of all the courses that are out there. And I also want to focus on graduating students and let them know about their graduation options and what they can do after graduation, or how to even apply for graduation. I'm a super organized and punctual person, and I have a lot of energy, and most of the time you'll see me, I'm smiling, unless you catch me after I received a midterm back, then I might not be smiling. And I really believe that I will make a good vice president internal, and thank you. And remember, a smile makes a lot of difference.
Okay, the reason that I think you should choose me to be your vice president internal is because coming into SUS, I found it very difficult to actually work my way in and become a part of the organization. That's something that I want to change next year, and I want to make it easy for people to get into SUS and make differences in the future. It's going to be building up from the bottom, but it's something that I'm dedicating my next 4 years to, because I'm in the first year, I have that lasting role that I can play in SUS over the next few years. I also want to mention that starting this Sunday, actually, I will be living outside of the bookstore for 5 days for the homeless. So my campaign won't be as active as it normally is, but I definitely encourage you guys to come check that out. I'm one of only 2 science students representing this event, and it raises money for youth homelessness downtown. So again, my tagline is Bleed Blue. My pillars are science, spirit, lobbying, and breaking barriers. And my name is Aaron Bailey.
Hi, my name is William again, and the reason why I'm running for your VP to become your VP internal is, of course, to make a positive difference in the lives of others. Specifically, I like to work with the first year students to get them more involved in SUS. I like to get the students of UBC Science in general more involved in SUS, to get them coming out into the elections, and to get them to come out to our committees. And basically, you see why you should elect me, because you see I have a lot of passion. As my colleagues can see, I'm very motivated to step up to the task, because you see, being a VP is more than just a title, it's more than just a name. It's basically, I am your mentor, I am here for you, I am here to work for you, the students, to make a better life for everyone, to have your best interests at heart.
Thank you again, these are your candidates for VP Internal. Next we have Finance, or PRO, the Public Relations Officer.